Good morning, everyone. My name is Aman Mathur, and I am a second year undergraduate from Triple IT Kota EC department. In this video, I will describe about my project that I have made using Python. It is a Chat GUI project, and in this project, I have used the Tkinter packages from Python, which is generally used for designing GUIs. So let's begin. So first of all, you can see that we have imported the Tkinter, which is the package used for the designing. Then we have defined a function GUI. In this function, firstly, we have initialized the GUI window. Then what we have done, we have named the window as server chat, which is the title of the window. Then we have described about the size of the chat box or the window, that what will be its size that will use to describe this. Then we have this line of code. This line of code will describe about the background of the chatbox, the properties of the chatbox that we have done. Then we have used the config. Then this line is very important. Chatlog.configuration state disabled. It means that we cannot configure a chat now because the state is now disabled. The configuration cannot be done of the chat. We will enable it later in the upcoming video. Then we have this line of button which is used to create a send button, and this send button then sends the message. Then we have the text box equal to this. So this variable will create, so it will, this line of code will create a variable, and it will be used for initializing the text box area. Then this chatlog.place, textlog.place, send button.place, this will, these three components will be placed in the chat box, and this will be the properties of these three components, like height and width. And these are the, that these all these chat log text box will be and send button will be there in the chat window. Now this one line of code GUI.main loop, this will be used to run that GUI in a loop, so that the GUI does not disappear on itself, and it will disappear only if we close the chat box. So now you can go to the server.py file. Here I have imported Tkinter. Then we have imported from socket. Now socket is an package which is used for the interconnection and the communication between two nodes. And then we have imported the thread. First of all, what we have did here is that we can see, as we have an initializing server function, then we have an update chat function, then we have a send function and a receive function. So there are different kinds of functions that we have here. So what are these functions used to do? This update chat function will update the chat, as we have, like, we give a message and then we send it, then it will update that chat window. Then we have send function which is used to send messages. Then we have receive function which is used to receive messages. So what, as you can see in the send function, we have message equals to toolbox.get. It will take the entire message from the chat window, and then this function will update the chat using, and this variable will be storing all the text information, and it will be passed into the update chat function, so that our chat will be updated. Now zero, it now this function has two arguments. First is message, and then second is zero. Zero means that we are receiving messages, sorry, we are sending messages. We are sending messages from the send to the update chat function. And then we have, then all the messages that we will are going to send, they are encoded in ASCII values, so that our code is encrypted and it is secured. Then our chat box will be deleted. So we have already sent all these messages to the chat box, and then our, so to the update chat function, then our entire message panel will be deleted. So this is the send button, send message. We will be calling update chat function here. So let's go to the update chat function. Now this update chat function, the, as you can see that we did that configuration state equal to disabled. Now we will enable that configuration, because we have to update the chat, we have to configure the chat. And now if the state is 0, that means that we are sending some messages. So the whatever message is displayed here, it will be you, and then that entire message. And if the state is 1, then it means that we are receiving the messages, and it will insert in the message pane other plus message. And then we have to again disable the chat log configuration, so that it cannot be changed now. Now you can see the receivers function. It will keep on running the loop until we close, or until the message ends, or we close the chat window. It will keep on running the loop. It will receive in 1024 bytes connection, in 1024 bytes the data. It will receive the data in 1024 bytes. Then it will decode the data from ASCII, because we have already encoded the data here in ASCII, so it will decode the data in ASCII. And then if the message is null, it will update the message with 1 means that we have received the message. So this is our server window. And then I can also describe this. This is the initializing the server. This is also a function. Now what does this do? It will initialize the server, and then different clients get connected to this server. So the host name is localhost, and then we have the one this these are the configurations of the server. What all configuration that we require are the, so the name is the localhost, and that the port number can be anything that you want to write. I have written just 1234 for an example. Now we have initialized server, that which will bind the host and port. Now these both host and port are used to create the socket. So it will bind both host and port as dot bind. Then as dot listen one, it means that the number of clients that we want. Uh, Now for an example, we want only one client here, so I have written one here. Then con dot attdr is equals to s dot accept. It means that it will accept the connection from the client. If the client requests a connection, then it will accept that the server will accept this connection, then will return the connection. So the same thing that has been applied in the client, except this connection code, because the connection will be accepted by the server, not the client. Client will make the connection, or it will request the connection. So now I can just demonstrate this. uh, i will I will be going to the command prompt. I will be writing here cd, that is command directory. Then we have to write the name of the directory. Then I can write python server dot py here. Now our server is online. We can do the chat now. We can go to the client one and then run the code. So here we have the client box and the server chat box. Now here you can write anything like uh, hello, my name is still client. So this is the U box and this is the other box. And here you can write hello, my name is server. Then here, hello, my name is server is displayed here. And you can write hi here, it will be displayed here. And so you can this is basically a chat room that we have developed using Python. Thank you and have a nice day. And this was my the demonstration of my chat GUI that I have made using Python and Tkinter. So thank